In Texas, it's not a felony to commit election fraud. It is a felony in Florida. It is a felony in other states. During the last legislative session, the Texas Republicans failed to make illegal voting a felony and instead quietly reduced the penalties. And for this reason, committing election fraud in Texas is not a felony, but a misdemeanor. Resisting arrest and unlawfully carrying a weapon are also Class A misdemeanors. And while these are serious issues, election fraud steals your voice and your representation. It is a far more serious threat, as Florida and other states have recognized in their laws. This is why the number one priority from Texas Republicans is to secure our elections. Restore felony penalties and enact civil penalties for election code violations. When Texas Republicans convened last summer, they insisted that this priority be job one for our elected Republicans, who once again hold the majority in our Texas legislature. But there's a problem with our elections in Texas. The places where election fraud is most likely to happen, the large urban areas, have the sole jurisdiction to prosecute election fraud cases. Our Attorney General does not have that jurisdiction. Do you trust district attorneys who let their criminals run loose in our cities to prosecute election fraud? The all-Republican Court of Criminal Appeals voted 8-1 that our Attorney General does not have the power to prosecute election fraud, with only Judge Kevin Yeary dissenting. Our Attorney General must be free to pursue election fraud in Texas, and we must restore felony penalties. Over 95% of Republican voters statewide want this change. To make this happen, we must amend our Constitution. Election integrity is everything. Free and fair elections in Texas demand that our elected Republicans fight for this. If this matters to you, then join us in urging our elected Republicans to do the right thing for Texas. Go to grassrootspriorities.com to send your representatives a personalized email urging them to pass our Republican priorities. Certainly we can do at least as well as other states. Political advertising paid for by Grassroots America, We the People PAC.